last episode started off with a bang. As usual, Fire Force is cooking. This man reunites with his brother, though he was unconscious. And honestly, this great cataclysm is looking crazy. Let's talk about it. Yo.
So, I don't know. So that guy that Sho ran into that's like holding Shinra captive, is he a pillar or no?
He's not a pillar. He's one of the guardians.
That man cold.
Obscene.
That is probably one of the coldest guardians I've ever seen in my life.
That's one of the most unique applications of gravity powers I've seen as well in anime.
He reminds me of the Graviole from Mousley, but
he
times
was way
12.
more finesse. Yeah. What? Because most of the time, whenever you see gravity powers in anime, they just use it to crush people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Homie can flip it anyway. He could crush you. He could send you somewhere else. He can make you heavier. He can make you lighter. Like, boys,
bro,
he's lit.
He could literally send you into the sun if you wanted to.
Yeah. He did say I could send you to space. Like, if homie didn't have the arrow girl giving him something to stand on, that might have been it for him.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He would just floated him off the planet, bro.
I thought his old time stuff was working, but seeing that, it was crazy. And then he can make his body transparent. That was so disgusting.
He can bend light. That's honestly the author of this one, bro. He really knows his physics. I ain't gonna lie, because that's what happens with black holes, right? That's why black holes, they have like an event horizon where you can see the light doing this. Is because the gravity is so dense it bends the actual light. So you can't even see the light going into the black hole. You got black hole physics? That's crazy, bro. Like, on demand?
Peak cinema.
We just haven't seen him in like a situation where he's using it like forcefully. But if he can just do this much finesse, just like low-key avoiding dudes, I don't know. Like, you don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
He can't kill them because they're pillars. And even like we saw with like Charon, like all the guardians, no matter what the pillars do, they'll just knock you out max. Like, they'll never actually physically hurt you for real. So like, if you're not a pillar, I gotta see what he does to you. Because I feel like he'll end you for real.
Put him in a
coffin. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's implied low-key that he's one of those people who somehow has been alive for like 200 years. Kind of like the nun. And as we found out with that weird alien dude, he is an actual alien.
Yeah, he looked like one. Man, look crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
First human he saw, he packed him up.
I just thought he was an ugly dude. But he's a straight demon from Adolla, who somehow I got over with the last cataclysm that failed, which is crazy. And we find out Loki homie been manipulating the whole story. That's crazy as hell.
Yep.
Because remember, like, the first episode, they tell you about, like, this is a society, like, built, like, after this great, like, cataclysm, and Raffles is the guy who saved us from, like, and brought civilization back together. This nigga was Raffles.
He is, in fact, Raffles.
Because he killed Raffles off the top, bro, and turned him into, like, a Jesus-like figure and, like, legit manipulated humanity into having a religion based around the Amaterasu, which he gave that girl and then turned her into it, which is crazy. Like, he legit put her in a can.
He said, I'm gonna make sure it don't fail this time.
He's evil as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. He's the real mastermind.
He really is.
You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be the Evangelist that was gonna be the mastermind. Nah, he worse.
No, he different, bro.
And apparently this is like not even the first time it's failed, potentially. That means they've been low-key like resetting humanity for like eons, thousands of years.
I'm trying to think, because this last one was just 250 years ago. I don't know how many their times are spread out, but
it has to be a few, because he made it sound like this ain't his first rodeo.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I've seen this. All right, man. He's gonna be the one. Like, that's crazy as hell. But yeah, they definitely had some really good info in this episode. I liked seeing Shinra's brother Sho in action. I feel like he was a little nerfed though. What do you think?
It's the same way whenever Shinra fights his brother.
That's what I'm saying.
They do it on purpose.
Yeah.
That's just what they do.
I don't think Sho should have been like unable to put a single scratch on him, because homie just looked untouchable.
Oh no, you did make him so transparent. That was crazy.
It was tough, but like he was talking so crazy to Sho. He was like, yo, like, look at me. Like, you suck. If you would let me be your guardian, because apparently Sho rejected him and picked the arrow lady over him. He was like, if I was your guardian, this embarrassment would have never happened to you.
And he can go invisible too. Like he's got it all, bro.
Nah, he's obscene.
He's got it all. A lot.
I don't know who besides Dragon like has the finesse to even get to him. I think Shinra is a really good counter for him.
Okay,
because he can just propel himself whatever direction. So even if you make Shinra fall, he's just gonna shoot himself towards you. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
But like, I feel like if you don't have like Shinra's level of speed and like maneuverability, what do you even do to that man? Yeah, he's tough.
I agree with that.
But another cool part of the episode was watching. I forgot his name, bro. The Ash user, the one who loves the kids, who loves torturing the kids.
The one that almost got fired from his job.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Yeah, that man got in his bag for real.
You like that? I ain't even gonna lie. They was gassing him a little too.
Honestly, I didn't really see his potential until this season. Because season 2, we got to see a little bit of a glimpse of it and what he was doing.
Bro, he was called in season 2. What are you talking about?
Nah, but this season it was different, bro.
Nah,
they showed they was animated for him this time.
They were animated for him. Nah, some of the scenes, I was like, he's horrifying.
Yeah, bro. It don't normally look like that. That's why I was like, nah, something going on here.
I wasn't mad at it though. I wasn't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the strongest for sure. So we definitely got to see him move, do his thing, get his little bonus. The way he was getting. All right, man. He didn't call OSHA. His boss is manipulative.
Yeah, he do.
But it was definitely tough. I like that scene a lot. I think the way they handled it was cool. The thing that surprised me the most, honestly, this episode was with Squad 4. The dude with the red highlights. I didn't know he was racist like that.
Oh, at first, yeah, he said he didn't want to help her. He
said, "Hey, is that Shinra? That devil?
Nah, he good.
He killed us all." I was like, "Yo,
homie blew that whistle." And he said, "No one's left behind."
Shut up. He was not. He was not with it, bro.
Changed his whole perspective that quick.
Because I was like, I didn't really remember him, but like maybe that's why I didn't remember him, man. I know homie was just such an asshole.
He don't care, bro.
He just believe all the rumors type. You know what I mean? I don't know. That was a little crazy to me, but our boy was in there. He was like, "Nah, Shinra's not like that. Chill." But they low-key barely even got Shinra in the first place because that man Sho had to go save him. And then instead of even like saying anything, like he just disappeared as soon as he pulled up on him. So
yeah, they didn't even.
We'll see where that goes, man. I really want to see like what he even wants to ask his brother. Like, 'cause I know at this point he realized that that's his brother, but like, what does that mean to him?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
You know,
they might do some Adolla stuff that's coming. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see them like really interact as siblings for once. You know, because this whole time it's been Shinra looking crazy. Like, "Yo, I'm your brother." He's like,
"Okay,
what's that supposed to be?" Thanks. I don't have one. You know what I mean? So that'll be definitely pretty interesting. But this is a crazy cliffhanger they left us on, bro. This last part of the episode,
bro, they turned this dude into a total rock star and taped him to his bed. Like,
bro, before we even get to that, they put us on like a whole like LSD trip. Like, what was I looking at? They went into the past and like it just like warped everything.
And then we had homegirl that sees the future. She said, "Hey, you gonna love me. We gonna be together.
Yeah,
we gonna have kids." I said, "Huh?"
She was talking a little crazy.
She was, and he over here sitting there like, "Girl, I slept shit."
He wasn't mad though. Nah, he let her piggyback. That was crazy.
I mean, she kind of just threw herself on him, though.
I'm telling the sister about this one.
Princess Ibana too, bro.
Oh, I'm telling Ibana first. Real hater shit.
She gonna be so mad, bro.
It looked crazy. And honestly, at first I was confused, but she really can see the future. So there's definitely probably some truth to it. Because homie got transported into like a different version of the world, however many years ago, and there's 5 pillars that are up. We only see 1 in the real world, so I'm like, oh, so y'all ain't cooked.
Yeah, was it 3 months or 3 years? He was asleep.
I don't know.
I forgot which one.
I forgot.
It was one or the other. 3 months or 3 years. I don't know which one it was. Regardless, it's still bad. They're on the 5th pillar. So
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
it's tough. I ain't even gonna lie. That means they probably have like a big giant titan for each pillar.
They do. So you're supposed to kill it to arise the other one.
What they got going on in this past that they was able to survive 5 of them.
Yeah.
I need to know who's running this right now. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's going to see something there, unlock it, and then he's going to know how to defeat it in his world. That could be an idea.
But defeating it doesn't help him though. Remember?
I'm just saying maybe he sees something that could like help him. I don't know.
I feel that because all these other cataclysms failed. So
he can he'll see how that one failed or something, and then kind of work from there.
Like I said, that was a criminal cliffhanger though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was,
but
they whack for that.
They definitely cooking. I feel like I'm really excited to see how they tie off this whole great cataclysm, because I feel like a lot of shows when they get to that final arc, like it's really gets hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always gonna get like the really cool moments. You know what I mean? Whether it's like Night Guy and Naruto, like you're gonna get those like iconic moments at the end. But at the same time, like plot wise, I hope they can really like bring it back together, because honestly, I really enjoyed this season.
I did too.
I think this is a pretty good season.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to say it, but I think I liked it better than season 1. Maybe season 2 was season 2 was crazy for me.
Nah, but season 2 was fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think nothing beating season 2 right now.
Season 2 was crazy.
It was moving there.
But I think so far this first half of season 3 definitely was better than season 1 to me. You know what I mean?
They were animating this season though.
I'll say the animation.
Yeah.
The plot was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like there was a lot of things I didn't even see coming low key with how they pulled it off. So I'm excited to see how they finish off the second core. Y'all let us know what y'all thought of this season, honestly, of Fire Forest. We loved it. I gotta give this episode, honestly, I'll give it 8.5. I was gonna give it higher, but I didn't like that cliffhanger. That cliffhanger was criminal as hell. Unless they're gonna give us like the next core like next week.
No, we're not getting that for a while.
Because that was nuts.
Yeah, I don't know when it starts.
You gonna leave me with blonde Shinra?
I don't know.
Come on. You good?
I don't know if it'll be wintertime or for this summer.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But that was tough. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm with it. Y'all let us know what y'all think down below. Other than that, we'll catch y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.